Hey T Squad, it's me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 6, Episode 28 review. So we pick up exactly where we left off last week with Stormy, Courtney, Marceau, and Letitia getting together for a couple's date playing pool. Marceau and Stormy are having words back and forth. And he makes a comment about her culture or whatever and using the B word in her culture. And she gets upset at this point. She done with the back and forth and she goes and take a phone call. And Stormy says in her confessional, by using the term culture in a condescending tone, it feels like he's trying to weaponize a moment when I was showing vulnerability. I didn't want to go there with Marceau, so I chose to take my phone call, which was more important. This is my thing with the whole situation. Stormy, you started it. He finished it, obviously. You couldn't hang no more because it was about to go to another level. But if you're not ready for it to go to that level, then don't start it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's obvious you got issues with them. So I didn't even understand myself why you invited them out, to be honest with you. But you can't poke somebody and then when they poke you a little bit too far, now I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't start it if you ain't gonna be able to finish it. That's my take on it. So, Tisha in her confessional says, I think Stormy likes to hear herself talk, and then when you call her out on what she said, she gets offended. I agree. Y'all know I don't agree with much that Tisha says, but I 100% agree with what she said about this situation. Marceau says that they can continue to kick it if the name calling stops, but if that's not going to be able to happen, then they could just be high and by acquaintances. And so Stormy was like, it ain't even about the name calling for me. I'm just good on the energy. And to be honest, I was kind of done on the energy when me and Tisha last met. Well, once again, if that was the case, why are you asking them for a couple's date? Did you want to see if there was anything there left? Like y'all was in a relationship? Let me just see if we can work this out. Like, no, like we too old for that. And so Tisha was like, well, I'm glad you voiced it. It is what it is. Let's keep it real. You shouldn't have invited us if you don't like our energy. And she said, well, we should have stayed at home. I don't need new friends. Now, I gotta be honest with you. I'm agreeing in this instance with Tisha. Like, what was the point of all of this? You know what I'm saying? You should have checked Tisha when she played in your face about the forgery, plagiarism stuff with y'all products. You allowed her to play in your face. You thought about it after the fact, realized, she played in my face. And instead of just meeting with her and telling her, yo, I ain't like the way you handled that or me, and this is da-da-da-da-da-da, it was like you went about it in a passive aggressive way. And all of this wasn't even necessary. You should have just phoned Tisha, met with her again, and was, told her how you straight up feel about the situation. So the Fletchers invite the cast out to a cowboy bar. Marceau and Tisha speak to Courtney and Stormy. Courtney speaks back to them. Stormy, I don't even remember if she spoke back to Marceau, but I know for a fact she did not speak to Letitia because she felt like it was being fake. Like, why are you speaking to me? And I agree. Like, we ain't got to speak with each other. Like, at that point, she set the tone that we don't have to speak to each other. I ain't seeing it for you. You ain't seeing it for me. Let's just be that. So the Fletchers invite the cast to Houston on a cast trip. About time they start doing cast trips. I mean, they went on that one cast trip when Mel and Martell got into it. But they haven't done one since that I can think of. But yeah, I feel like they need to do a cast trip every season. At least 2. If y'all gonna have 30-something episodes a season, like at least give us 2 cast trips for the first half of the season and then give us another one for the second half. Like, come on. Y'all got money over there. So Mel has reservations on staying in the same house with Martell. I mean, anybody would. Like, because he's crazy. But she gonna rally and, go for the Fletchers or whatever. So Nell asks Stormy and Courtney, are they excited? Because they just kind of sitting there looking like Debbie Downers. And they was like, yeah, yeah. So Kimmy asks, are they good now with Marcel and Tisha? Because she heard that they met. And they was looking like, yeah, I don't really know about that. So Kimmy pulls Stormy to the side to find out what's going on. And so Stormy tells Kimmy she didn't like Tisha's response to the whole plagiarism with the products and all of that type of stuff. Then we see Nell and Mel talking to Tisha. And Nell tells Tisha that, Stormy came to her talking about the whole situation with the product and all that. So Tisha in her confession was like, Stormy is sending mixed signals. I thought we moved past it. Like, why are you going around talking about it to people if you don't care about it? For someone who claims to be so real and upfront, girl, this is giving fake and tacky. I just hope all this energy is at the reunion that has already been filmed because, honey, ain't it funny how Mel has backed away from the drama? Ain't gave nobody no reason to have any issues with her. Like, she's not the problem anymore. So it's mighty funny to me how now that Mel can't be the focus anymore, you really start to see who really F with each other and who really don't. And we all know that they only band with each other, including old girl who ain't on the show no more. Only band Destiny, only band with each other because they had a common enemy, somebody they didn't like. Y'all ain't F with each other for real. This shit was fake and fugazi, but whatever. And did Stormy ever say they were done with it? I don't remember that being said, but maybe Tisha assumed that after they had their conversation. I don't know. But I do agree it's very passive aggressive because Stormy obviously still has an issue with the problem and what Tisha did. So I just wish that she would have confronted her. Period. So Stormy tells Kimmy what happened at pool night. And Kimmy says in her confessional that Stormy is condescending, a gaslighter. She's passive aggressive, just like Marceau. And gaslighter, I don't agree with. The other ones, yes. Much very so. Her and Marceau do have a lot of similarities. They have a lot of similarities with the way that they handle things. Tisha, however, for me, with this whole taking stuff from everybody, continues to reign true. She's been accused of taking Mel's logo and doing it herself, and now with the Stormy situation, and now with me. Now she up here making T-Squad shirts. Calling her people T-Squad. But she got a T and then squad. Mine is TEA because I spilled the T. Now, I watched the episode when this T-Squad situation came about. She got interviewed by Carlos. I want to say it was early on this year. And he was like, what you gonna call your people? Because, I call my people the Raindrops. And she was like, I don't know. And he was like, what about the T-Squad? Now, first of all, I got an issue with you, Carlos, because you know damn well that's what I call my people. Okay? I don't know if you was thinking about it in a minute, but as soon as you said it, you should have known, somebody else already called their people that, meaning me, because you watch my reviews. You watch. We all know over here that you watch. You shouted me out 50 million times on Twitter, on your Instagram. So, okay. And she was like, okay, T-Squad. Then I'm looking at her sideways because I know she know who I am. Your brother-in-law watches my reviews. So it's not far off that you don't watch my reviews. You know what I'm saying? I don't know for a fact, but I can only assume that she knows of who I am. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that she going now making T-Squad shirts, once again, is so unoriginal. Second of all, on that episode, when Carlos told you should call your people the T-Squad, people were in the comment section saying, no, that's what Color Me Pynk calls her people. No. But you doing it anyway. And y'all know me. I don't really care at the end of the day because we all know where it originated or whatever the case may be. But it's just like, and you still doing it. And this is why people have an issue with her, because then she like to play stupid, like she don't know what's going on. Like it's not that hard to come up with a little name for your people. You know what I'm saying? You ain't have to bite me, but I am that girl, so I can, understand. But that's just another example of her being a thief. Girl, grow up. Come up with your own ideas, girl. Have your husband help you. He help you with everything else. We know you ain't got a brain, but whatever. So Mel tells Nell she's good on going on a trip as long as they keep her far away from Martell, put her on one side of the house, put him on the other, and make sure she got a room with a lock. And the reason why she said a room with a lock, because on that last trip, remember, she said he came into her room one night. So yeah, we're not having that happen again. And then she was like, any group activities, don't try to pair me with him. Like, we're not about to play these games because it's not a game. And I don't blame her. Yeah, we're on the same show with each other. We have to film with each other, but I don't have to deal with you. So Nell was like, 100% I got you. Nell ended up hopping on the bull, child. And I was like, okay, Nell hopped up on that thing, honey. Nell got body. She was on there with the two girls, letting her wig fly and everything. And everybody was bigging up Chris. Like, I see what you see, player. Okay. So Nell ain't so old after all. All right. So the Houston trip is finally here. The Fletchers get to the house first. And then Mel arrives and then Martell arrives. And Martell speaks to Mel and she ignores him the first time. He was like, what's up, Melody? And she was like, cause why are you speaking to me with everything going on in our lives outside of this show? And you want to speak, like, shut up talking to me. Like, she better than me, because I wouldn't even spoke to him the second time. So Nell tells everybody once they get there where their rooms are going to be. And of course, people got issues with where their room is because the bathrooms are Jack and Jill. They got to share or whatever. But she was like, everybody's room is that way except for ours, because we're the host. Tisha at the end of the episode ended up telling Marceau that she took the pregnancy test. I don't know why this girl sets herself up for failure every time, because you know that this man was about to drag you all across this television screen with this stupidity. This is something you should have just kept to yourself. You shouldn't even told the producers, because this is just another opportunity for him to make you look stupid and dumb and for him to talk to you any kind of way. So he says, if you got pregnant, my first thought would not be the vasectomy didn't work. It would be get a effing blood test. And so she was like, you do know people can get pregnant even though you've had a vasectomy, but she was like, that's what you really would do? Like, really? He was like, yeah. And she was like, and I will leave your A right after the blood test come back. And Marceau says, well, how you gonna leave somebody that's already left you? And see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. So he steady going on and on and on and on and on about the stuff, even though what she's saying is true. Like, I could still get pregnant even though you got a vasectomy. And that should not be the first thought that comes to your head. Like, I'm your wife. I would think that you would trust me, but why would he trust you to do something that he doing? Catch. So she get annoyed and embarrassed and suggested they end the conversation because it's getting disrespectful. Girl, it ain't getting disrespectful. It's been disrespectful. But okay, Tisha, whatever. Overall, I'm going to give this week's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville a B-. Yeah. Seems like next episode is going to pick up a lot. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about the episode down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.